when someone sells $1 billion worth of product in 24 hours as a guy who literally specializes in helping creators make more money, push you to research it. It seems like a no-brainer. After this, he's going to do a research paper. He's going to send it to me so I can sell $1 billion tomorrow.
What I'll do is I'll make a call to our Shanghai office and get all the data, and I'll definitely share that with you. It is time for a new competitor to come out, really level up monetization so people can make money. But
I'm good. I'm fine with YouTube ruling forever. I love YouTube. I love this platform. I've dedicated my life to it. I mean, if no one else wants to split revenue and they all want to be greedy, so everyone keeps coming to YouTube, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, well, you figured out how to, be the GOAT of YouTube, 100%.
Yeah, so like that's fine.
But do you think there's a chance that a TikTok can come out and have like a more aggressive rev share?
Oh, of course. Well, option? No. There's no world where any of these companies are giving more than YouTube, because YouTube gives 55% to the creator and only takes 45%. Zero shot. Like TikTok's gonna come out and be like, we're giving 60% of our revenue that up to this point we've kept all to ourselves. Like, no world where that happens.
I don't know. I think there needs to be an investment made on that level. Personally,
I mean, yeah, obviously that would be wonderful for creators. It'd be the best thing that could ever happen. It'd help so many people that are earning hardly any money, like just be able to pursue what they love full time. It'd be phenomenal. It'd change unfathomable amount of lives. But still, there's just no world where they're going to do it. More realistically,
there's probably more brand collabs on like the TikToks and the Instagrams right now, because it's much more quick turn. It's easier to execute for a lot of brands. And
we're doing a lot of brand deals on TikTok now. Because they're just not hard to do.
Yeah, they're just very easy. And so if one of these platforms that have like a huge audience and it's more focused around short form content, that could become a huge vulnerability for YouTube in the future, personally. Because if they can figure out how to monetize it, make it so people are making more money in a more easy, and simple way, I think that's going to be game changing. And I think that's what would disrupt the space.
I think that's what we're kind of already seeing on TikTok is like some people I talk to, they're like, why would I even want to be a YouTuber? It's much easier to be a TikToker. It's much easier to make content on TikTok, and that's just how it's kind of always been. Like YouTube is definitely one of the hardest platforms. Thankfully right now it also has the most monetary upside. So there's a reason to put in the extra effort. But you're right. It'll be interesting to see like if there was but also YouTube does have shorts, and they are, it's easy to tell that they're betting heavily on shorts. So I would, if anything, say that YouTube would figure out a rev split on shorts before TikTok does. I don't know though. I'd have to really study and see what they've been working on to give a super educated guess. But my gut's telling me just because Google is the king of this type of stuff, and they've done it between Google AdWords and
they're the king of advertising, like digital advertising.
Exactly. Well, and they just have so much experience with the partnership program and paying out people through Google and stuff like that I would bet that they would have a rev split on YouTube Shorts up before TikTok does. That's what my gut's telling me. Also based on literally nothing but my gut.
I was hoping that they would have one immediately. Now that's tough to do when you're trying to prove out a market fit.
How do you even do it though? Because like there are no ads shown on your short. I don't even think Shorts has ads right now, right? Or
so no, it's like I don't think it does. They have a much smaller fund.
Well, it's probably like if your short is shown and they swipe up to go to the next one, aka your short didn't cause them to leave the platform, and then they're shown an ad. But even then, like they're not going to show an ad every other short. So it's probably like a ratio of like 10 shorts then an ad. So like what do you take the 10 shorts they watch before that ad and you divide the 50% that goes to creators amongst those 10? Like it's not even like clear cut because the ads aren't shown directly on it. It's like Facebook. They don't share the revenue they generate in feeds with creators, you know what I mean? So it's like, also why would these companies want to? Facebook's printing tens of billions of dollars a year on these in-feed ads.
But they're going to have to. In my opinion, they're going to have to. Because I think for the first time, because you're now hearing Zuckerberg talking about creators a lot. You have, of course, Susan from YouTube doing it. Everyone is definitely starting to, talk more about the importance of creators on their platforms, because the truth is these companies that are worth more than any other media company, in the history of, mankind have not made it a priority to really rev share with all these different creators. But I believe that they're coming to the realization that people are on their platform a big part of the majority of the people on their platforms are on there because of the content that they're consuming, which is by creators. 82% of the views on YouTube are from content creators, from YouTubers.
So you're saying 82% of the viewership that comes to YouTube is because a creator brought them there?
Yes, 82% of the views on YouTube are creator views. And then you have on Instagram, it's around like 85%.
Yeah, when I upload a video, sorry, I did the thing where I cut you off again, but
I'm offended, but it's okay. The whole purpose of this interview is so I can talk as much as possible.
True, you're right. I should just put tape on my mouth. But like, I guess an example would be like when I upload, millions of people come straight from that notification and open up YouTube within the first couple of hours. So yeah, I mean, that's an example of like creator bringing literally millions of people to the platform to get them to open it up purely because I uploaded a video.
I think for these platforms to maintain viewership, I think whoever comes in and truly like competes with YouTube on monetization and rev sharing, that's one of many like factors that need to happen.
I don't see anyone though in the next 3 to 5 years that's competing with YouTube's rev share. Like, not you. There's just been so much time and there's so much money right now. I mean, like, creators are making more money than ever. And it's like, you know, even if TikTok launched it right out the gate, people are going to just be printing money.
Yeah.
Or maybe they are. I have to see. Like, the big thing is like shorts, because also there's not a clone of YouTube. So there's no one even that's like, oh, well, if they just gave 70%, then people would switch over. That doesn't exist right now. But what does exist is the war between TikTok and shorts, and that will be interesting. Like, which one do they monetize and rev split? Which one would do it? And like, what does that look like? Because I could see a mini war going on there.
Sure.
But it's like, it's technically in their best interest for neither of them to ever do rev split on shorts or TikTok. You know what I mean? Because like, then they just keep 100% of the money.
Well,
you know what
short
I mean?
term, but long term, could they end up being irrelevant because there's not as many creators supporting their platform with their content because they're finding other areas of monetization.
But TikTok's not going to die. I mean, we're all too hooked, and people are going to do it because, you know, I mean, I have friends who can get $100,000 for a single TikTok. You know, so they're still making money. You know,
it's interesting to see what they've done with like Douyin in China, where it's one of the top revenue generators when it comes to live shopping and when it comes to like live streaming. And so as live streaming becomes more and more of a thing, that'll be very interesting. Have you had success with live streaming?
Yeah, live stream is great for selling stuff. If you dropped a new product, do a live stream, do something fun like little games people will pop in, and you know. Speaking of China, didn't that one guy sell like $1 billion worth of products or something? Yeah,
that's Lipstick Brother. In 15 hours, it's $1.9 billion.
Is that through like, it's like their version of Amazon, and that was through affiliate links? It wasn't his products.
Yeah, so it wasn't his products. It was a variety of products, and it was on a holiday where there's a lot of discounts and live streaming products. And then Via, another one on Taobao, did, I think, 1.2 billion in 15 hours.
Do you know how many concurrents they had?
I have no idea. I'll have to look at that. My team does.
See, like, if someone's moving that kind of freaking revenue, you would think like...
all in Mandarin. It was all in China.
Yeah, I know. That's where it's like, why has someone not gone through, broke down, like, here's how many concurrents they had. Here's every word he said. Here's bro, that kind of revenue in a day is unfathomable.
And
like,
it's not another currency. Those are US dollars.
Yeah, someone should do a research paper on this. Like, why haven't you? What are you doing?
Hey, I feel like I've become a broken record because I keep dropping these numbers. But yeah, you're right. Someone should go deeper into it. I'm gonna make sure my team does this. I'm gonna make sure my team does this before this video comes out on the 23rd.
Yeah, like, I want to know how long was he streaming? What did he do while he was streaming? What did he say? And like, how many concurrents did, like, bro, if that guy was only averaging like 200,000 viewers throughout the time and he managed to move that kind of, he had to have been averaging over 1 million concurrents. There's just no world where he's not.
The creator that we're talking about before them, and over there, in China, they call them KOLs, key opinion leaders. I believe the record before Lipstick Brother, and I believe it is 1.9. I might be wrong. It might be 1.6, but is, very close.
After this, he's going to do a research paper. He's going to send it to me so I can sell $1 billion tomorrow.
Yes. But before Lipstick Brother, it was Xinba, who's nicknamed the king of live streaming in China, and the record there was 305 million in a day of selling different products.
Get me those research papers.
Okay, we'll do. I'm
everything.
Sure. What I'll do is I'll make a call to our Shanghai office and get all the data, and I'll definitely share that with you.
Perfect.
That's actually one thing I really appreciate with you is I feel like we have a lot of back and forth on like looking at numbers, and that's fun.
Agreed. And I force you to, when someone sells $1 billion worth of product in 24 hours, as a guy who literally specializes in helping creators make more money, push you to research it. It seems like a no-brainer. You need a better circle around you. The fact that no one has brought you up to speed on this is abysmal. Fire your friends.
I gotta have you on as soon as possible again, because my self-esteem is just going through the roof. No, you're right, and I'm sure we have much more data points on that. I will definitely have my team look at that, but it's insane. I mean, so you've had success with live streams and pushing product with live streams. When are we going to be seeing those types of numbers in the West? And what platform is going to be the winner when it comes to live streaming? I'm sorry, I'm asking you all these theoretical, futuristic questions.
It's fun. I enjoy I haven't thought about these things since the last time you came over. So it's fun to like get a refresher. I mean, right now it's just YouTube still. I mean, I don't know. We did like creator games on YouTube and we had over 1 million concurrent viewers.
That's amazing.
Like, yeah, that was great. The thing is, like, right now it's just not really effective. The checkout sucks. There's not one tap checkout. Like, YouTube should just save, and I'm like yelling at them like every quarter. Like, this is abysmal. Like, when I upload a video and I'm like, and I drop new merch or a new chocolate bar or a new thing on Beast's, I should be able in the video to point to it and you just tap and it just says, are you sure you want to buy this? You hit yes, that's it. And it ends up on your front doorstep. Nothing else. It should just then send to my Shopify account your address, your payment info, everything, and just that's it. Like, it should be frictionless. And the fact that it's not like that on YouTube is abysmal, and it pisses me off. It's literally stupid that, like, they have the merch shelf below video still, and every time, like, if I'm watching a creative disruption video, below your video you have the merch shelf, I tap, I gotta go to your website, gotta enter my payment info, my shipping address. It's a lot of friction. It takes like 10-15 minutes. And then if I'm watching whatever, pick a different video, I don't know, an ARAC video, same thing. I want to buy his shirt. No, it should just save my information from when I bought stuff below your video, and then I should just one tap below his video and it be shipped to me. That's it. And so I don't think you're going to see that kinds of numbers until they get the friction down, which, I mean, YouTube could be a powerhouse for moving unfathomable amounts of product if they just got one tap checkout and they just made it more frictionless, in my opinion. They
should definitely have a MrBeast product team and dev team that just creates features for you specifically.
I agree. Bro, because part of the problem is if you're like, let's say you do a merch drop, and you promote it 6 minutes in a video and it's a 10-minute video, those people have to leave the video if they're on their phone, open up Safari or click the description. Basically, it kills your retention. When you're promoting a product, you're saying, hey guys, click off this video and go to my website. Hurt my retention. And that's another problem, and that's partly why I don't like to promote many products in my videos, is because, or as little as possible, because I don't want to murder the retention on these videos I'm spending sometimes $3 to $4 million on. But you get it where I go, hey, buy this shirt, just tap here. You don't have to leave the video, just tap and then tap yes. Okay, back to the video. I don't have to kill my retention. They don't have to leave. They don't have to go to Safari. They don't have to close the YouTube app. My retention is spared, and they can still buy my product, and I can still move millions of dollars worth of volume. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think it's brutal.
Yeah, so it needs to be a frictionless, more simplified process.
That does not hurt retention.